Gentlemen, let's cut through the noise and get brutally honest for a moment. Most men walk into intimate moments thinking they've mastered the playbook. They believe confidence alone will carry them through. But here's what I've learned from over a decade in my clinic. The vast majority of men are missing the most critical skill in their entire arsenal. They're rushing past the foundation, skipping the connection, and completely overlooking what actually creates mind-blowing intimacy for their partner. Your hands aren't just appendages for touching, they're precision instruments for building trust, igniting desire, and creating the kind of deep physical connection that transforms ordinary encounters into unforgettable experiences. But here's the harsh reality that most men refuse to accept. They treat manual stimulation like an obligation, a checkbox to tick before the real thing begins. That mindset is exactly why so many partnerships lose their spark. The truth? This isn't foreplay. This is the main performance. This is where you separate yourself from every other man she's been with. Today, I'm going to reveal exactly how to master this essential skill with respect, precision, and the clinical expertise I've gained from 12 years specializing in sexual medicine. But before we transform your technique, take 2 seconds to strengthen our community. Smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, and drop a comment telling me where you're tuning in from today. Seriously, I want to know, are you in Texas, Toronto, Tokyo? This global brotherhood of men committed to becoming exceptional partners is what makes this work meaningful. Your engagement fuels this mission. Now, let's talk science. Here's the uncomfortable truth that nobody tells you. The overwhelming majority of women cannot achieve climax through penetration alone. Clinical research consistently demonstrates that fewer than 20% of women reliably reach orgasm from intercourse without additional clitoral stimulation. Read that again. Less than 1 in 5. What does this mean for you? It means if you're depending exclusively on thrusting motions, you're abandoning roughly 80% of her pleasure potential. You're leaving satisfaction on the table. Your fingers, however, represent your most adaptable tools. They bend, they adjust pressure instantly, they find specific angles, and they respond to feedback in ways nothing else can. But they only deliver results when you wield them with genuine skill and deep respect for female anatomy. For those just discovering this channel, welcome. I'm Dr. Ada James. I've dedicated the past decade to urological medicine with a specialized focus on men's sexual health. I've counseled thousands of men ranging from their 30s through their 70s who believed they were failing in intimate moments. Here's what I discovered. In most cases, their bodies aren't the problem. The real issue is that nobody ever taught them the actual science behind female pleasure. This channel exists to fix that gap. I'm here to help you perform at your peak, connect on deeper levels, and rebuild the confidence that stress, aging, or misinformation may have eroded. Today, we're mastering the most misunderstood and underutilized skill in your entire repertoire. Technique number 5, the anticipation architecture. Most men fundamentally misunderstand arousal. They think desire works like theirs, instant, direct, immediate. They're dead wrong. For women, arousal is a gradual crescendo, not an on-off switch. The biology. It requires significant time for blood flow to fully engorge the clitoris, labia minora, and vestibular bulbs. Without adequate vasocongestion, direct contact can feel uncomfortable or even painful instead of pleasurable. The psychology. When you deliberately slow down, you communicate something powerful. Your pleasure matters more than my urgency. I'm fully present. You're worth my time. This psychological safety is absolutely essential for her to surrender to sensation. The application. Begin far from the genital region. Explore her neck, trace her collarbone, stroke her inner thighs. Let your hands wander with intention. That mounting anticipation makes the eventual contact exponentially more intense. Technique number 4, finesse over force. The biggest mistake I witness is what I call the aggressive approach, going too hard, too fast, too soon. The biology. The clitoris contains approximately 8,000 nerve endings concentrated in an incredibly small area. That's literally double the nerve density found in the entire penis. The psychology. If you approach with excessive pressure, her body instinctively tenses. It's a protective response. Physical discomfort instantly kills arousal. The application. Think featherlight initially. Trace around the area, circle the hood, tease the surrounding tissue. Gradually increase intensity based on her responses. Remember this principle: precision always trumps pressure. Technique number 3, the consistency code. Something men consistently fail to grasp is that women require rhythmic predictability during stimulation. The biology. The female nervous system builds toward climax when stimulation patterns remain consistent and repeatable. Constantly changing your technique disrupts that crucial mind-body synchronization required for orgasm. The psychology. Consistency creates trust. She can relax into the building sensation because she knows you won't randomly change course. The application. Once you discover a motion that generates positive responses, whether circular, up, down, or side to side, maintain it. If she says, just like that, or don't stop, that's your command to lock in that exact rhythm and pressure. Don't improvise. Technique number 2, the respectful entry. A dangerous myth persists that natural lubrication always indicates complete readiness. This is physiologically inaccurate. The biology. While vaginal lubrication signals arousal, the pelvic floor muscles may still be contracted. Forceful penetration can cause microscopic tears and immediate discomfort. The psychology, rushing internal stimulation can make her feel invaded rather than invited, triggering emotional withdrawal. The application. Always use quality lubricant. Always. Start with a single finger and pause just inside the vaginal opening. Allow her pelvic muscles to relax and accommodate. Then employ a gentle come-hither motion toward the anterior wall, the belly button side. Focus on angle and pressure, never speed. Technique number 1, the foundation of safety. I can teach you every anatomical trick available, but this principle matters most. Women experience maximum pleasure when they feel completely safe, genuinely desired, and unhurried. The biology. Stress hormones like cortisol literally restrict blood flow to sexual organs. If she feels anxious or pressured, her body physiologically cannot reach peak arousal states. The psychology. When she feels truly seen and valued, her brain releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone. This neurochemical amplifies every physical sensation. The application. Communicate with her, maintain eye contact, and crucially, don't just roll away after she climaxes. The aftercare, staying present, breathing together, gentle stroking, is often the most powerful masculine act you can perform. Here's your action plan for tonight. Invest the time, dedicate minimum 15 minutes to touch before genital contact. Embrace lubrication. It's not admitting defeat, it's choosing excellence. It prevents friction and enhances sensation. Read her signals. Her breathing patterns, body movements, and vocalizations are your navigation system. Follow them. Lock in rhythm. Once you locate her sweet spot, maintain absolute consistency until she indicates otherwise. If you're thinking, I've approached this wrong for decades, please don't spiral into self-criticism. Most men never received proper education. It's absent from media, your peers don't discuss it honestly, and society somehow expects you to intuitively know. But it's never too late to evolve. In my clinical experience, men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s often become the most skilled lovers because they possess the patience, emotional intelligence, and attention to detail that younger men typically lack. You don't need to reclaim your 20s. You simply need to be fully present and intentional as the man you are now. Gentlemen, your hands aren't merely tools, they're instruments of profound connection. When you use them with patience, skill, and genuine care, you unlock intimacy levels that sustain vibrant relationships for decades. Your age doesn't signal the end of your vitality. It marks the beginning of true mastery. Small adjustments practiced consistently will restore your confidence, your satisfaction, and your dignity. Don't accept mediocrity. Learn, evolve, and offer your partner the kind of attentive presence that makes her feel genuinely treasured. Because when she experiences that, you'll feel it reflected back. If this resonated, please like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs honest, respectful guidance. Comment below with your location and what topic you'd like explored next. I'm Dr. Ada James, and remember, your age doesn't define your passion. Your intentional choices do. Stay strong, stay present, and I'll see you in the next one.